All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to AnCan September Art Project. Thank you guys for being here. We love you. We love doing these art classes. So I am very excited to be here. My name is Hannah, just in case you guys are watching the recording later on, which I will post later. Again, my name is Hannah. And this is AnCan. So we typically do these projects once a month, all for mental health well-being. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This particular project, this one right here, is the main project, that one. However, this is not your average copy what I do type of project, okay? I'm going to show you guys step by step how to get started and how to do the particular elements. However, I want you guys to get creative with the actual elements that are in there. So patterns, the color of the watercolor. So have fun with it. Go crazy, all right? Create a few so that you can do your doodles later on as well, okay? So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and go through all of the supplies that you guys will need. And like I said earlier, this is not a one and done kind of thing. This is you could literally keep on working on this project even past class. Okay, I am going to show you guys some very simple doodles to go along with it. We're first going to get started, however, with the watercolor. So do you guys see that color in the background, the blue? I just happen to be very fond of blue. I don't know if you could tell I love blue, okay? But I always feel in blue those days, okay? Choose whatever colors you want to use, okay? We're going to be using watercolors, so I have a watercolor palette with me. It's somewhere around here. Here it is. Um, Brushes. So we're really only going to need like one brush because what we're going to do is we're going to take some water on that brush and we're going to smear the paint all the way across your page. Now you can of course use a square if you love squares. You can of course use the traditional rectangle if you'd like to use a rectangle. Bigger piece of paper, smaller piece of paper, completely up to you, okay? And how much time you have and how much patience you have too, okay? So my recommendation is to start kind of small. So this one I'm gonna guess is maybe 3 inches by 4 inches, maybe. Not that I expect any of you guys to be precise on the size of paper, okay? I want you guys to relax with this. So don't feel like you have to be precise with anything that we do, including the paper size. So get what you have, all right? If you have to cut a piece of paper, that's okay. Go ahead and take that time to do that. I'm using a mixed media paper, so that's good for all kinds of medias. If you have watercolor, that should be okay as well. Cardstock, really anything that's a little bit thicker and not too textured. And I know I mentioned watercolor paper is good, but that's typically on the lower scale, depending on the brand you use. Anyway, as long as it's thicker, you should be fine. Okay. Where was I going with this? I mentioned a paintbrush. So whenever I'm doing little smears of paint like this, just kind of going across the page and doing blobs like that, I actually like to use a flat brush, but not too big, just because we're scaling down for this one. So we don't need a big one. Maybe somewhere around like half-inch flat brush. If you don't have a flat brush at all, I mean, you can use like one of these, or even you can use one of our round brushes too. As long as you're able to smear the paint across the page, you will be perfectly fine. Okay, even if that means you have to use a round brush. This one happens to be size 8, so it's not a small brush, but it's not a big brush, medium-sized brush. I mentioned paper, mentioned the brush. Of course, we're gonna need some water. I actually should backtrack actually and maybe mention that we might want maybe 2 or 3 pieces of paper. Only because if you don't like the swishes on one, you can wait for the other one to dry, okay? Or make multiples, okay? That way you have those papers for later. I say that because once we put the watercolor on here, we're going to want to take a couple minutes to just kind of let it dry, okay? So have a few backups just in case one's not drying fast enough, okay? Maybe also have like a fan going on somewhere. Maybe something to fan your paper, so like an extra piece of paper. You just kind of blow on it, okay? So that'll kind of help with the drying process. Later on, after it has had a chance to dry, you're going to want something to write with, okay? Something to put your patterns on there. So I, of course, used something colorful. So what are they called? Acrylic paint markers. I love acrylic paint markers. You can get all the colors in the rainbow and more, including gold, um, which is what I use for this. If you have gel pens work really nicely. I have some of these. You can see I use this white gel pen for the white in this one. If you have a regular pen, that should work great as well. Um, Test it out perhaps if you have any other brand that might be some sort of a different brand, an off-brand, not well-known brand. Later on, maybe you can test it a little bit on your piece of paper, on the watercolor, just to see how it shows up. What else? You could even do this with a pencil. If that's all you have, do a pencil. Okay, it'll be great that way anyway. What else? What else can you use? Sharpies. Sharpies are great for this as well. Um, yeah. I mean, if you guys can think of any other kinds of pens, let me know. All right. I think I think that's all I have to say. So, does anyone have questions? Let me go ahead and leave this spotlighted for you guys. Okay. I'm so excited. As you guys can see, I made this little cheat sheet, if you will. Okay, those are the types of patterns we can put in our picture. And they're just very simple things, okay? I wanted them to be simple on purpose because I don't want you guys to stress over it. I don't want you guys to think too hard about it. Is not made by a person. It's made by an equation, but that equation has been built and very carefully calibrated by these companies. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, I don't want you guys to have to think about it too hard. I figured spirals and squiggles and dots and things like that are, at least for me, they're very easy to remember. I can't speak for anybody else. The only thing that I would consider, quote, complicated, if even that, are this kinds of things. I'm calling them scallops because I don't know what else to call them, but that kind of thing. You can see a little bit of that right in here. So once we kind of get started and get a good footing, then I'll teach you guys how to do that particular pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Are
grab
you
my
going to guide us also like into the sections?
yeah. I actually wanna teach you guys how to read your pictures because if you take a look at your particular brush strokes whenever we do the watercolor, it's going to be different from what everybody else is going to have, including my own, of course. So depending on what you have, that could help guide you into where to go next and what to do next. I don't know if you guys have heard about something called a reverse coloring book. So it's a coloring book that actually has no lines. It has watercolor or just colorscapes on it. And so what you're supposed to do is go in with a pen and draw whatever comes to mind based off of what you see in the colors. And that's where this project's idea comes from that kind of watercolor landscape. So I want to teach you guys how to read what's happening on the page, and that'll help to lead into the next kind of pattern. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. A little bit. I am gonna use this one. However, maybe I'll cut it into a smaller shape. I mean, you can absolutely use a larger piece. It's the same size as this one. So this one must be, I don't know, maybe 5 inches by 7 inches, something like that. You can go even smaller than that if that's what you really want. I'm gonna go ahead and make this one shorter. That way we can zoom in on it. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. This is how I cut my pages without using any scissors. I like to fold it, then make sure the edges are really, really super smooth. So that may mean going over it with something. Do that on both sides. So I'm reversing it, flattening out that corner, because the more you flatten it, the easier it becomes to tear it apart. So now I can hold it down and flip. Here we go.
Hey Hannah,
Uh-huh.
do you mind putting your examples up so I can take a quick picture?
Oh yeah, of
Reference.
course.
Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else who's forgotten to do that, go ahead and do that because I forgot to remind you to do that.
And they're beautiful,
Excellent.
by the way. I love
Thank
them.
Oh, thank you. Those are all the same types of lines, all the same types of patterns. So here's actually a picture of the patterns themselves, like what I wrote down.
Oh, the reference, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Now, for everybody else, go ahead and feel free to take a picture with your phone or a screenshot on your computer if you're on your computer.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I feel like my phone camera is perpetually blurry. Is it just me? Am I the only one seeing it?
It looks good.
Okay, that's good. I'm still gonna wipe it just in case. I feel like I'm always cleaning it. I don't know if that did anything. Oh well. Okay. So let's start with our watercolor. Okay. Now, since I tore that one larger piece, I have two little pieces to work with now. So I am going to go ahead and put paint on both of those pieces of paper, just in case one of them dries faster than the other. And I don't know which orientation it's going to be. I'm going to let that reveal itself later. Okay. So I'm going to take that same size brush that I mentioned. It's going to be a flat 1/2 inch. Although if you don't have a 1/2 inch, that's okay. If you don't have a flat one, that's okay too. Whatever you can use to squish down your brush strokes is fine. I also have my water. I also have napkins nearby too, just in case I spilled water. Um, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this water. And I always like to pre-wet my like paint cakes. That's what they call them. They call them cakes. So I'm just gonna take some of this paint and put a little bit of water on top, just because I don't know exactly what colors I'm gonna use just yet. If you happen to have an eyedropper, that's probably even better. Probably a smarter move. Eyedropper or I don't know. Anything that holds paint. I don't know, maybe I should do yellow this time. If you've taken more than a couple classes with me, you'll probably know that I tend to go for the same types of color palettes. I don't know, should I do something different? I never do red. Maybe I should do red.
Did you say you were gonna I had to go and get my tablet. Did you say what colors or not yet?
No, the color is completely up to you. I talked about why these particular examples are all blue, and that's just because I love blue. So that's literally the only reason. So
I heard
choose what,
that. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I heard that part.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was just going, did I miss what
No,
did I
not
miss?
not at all. Maybe I will do red because I never do anything with red.
So you're either kind of, and don't say you could do what you want because I don't really like that. You're either saying you could do a square or a landscape, right?
Yeah, well, okay, as far as like which direction it's supposed to go, I'm probably going to be painting the brush strokes long ways. As you can see with this one, with the original. So long ways to
Oh,
stretch it like that.
huh. Didn't look that way.
Yeah, that might be how I started. I don't quite remember. Either way, it's going to go up and down, but along the length. Yeah, that's a better way to describe it. However, if you have a square, like you don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. Honestly, anything. This one is really just a literal blob in the middle of the picture. The trick to any of these is to have a lot of water on your brush. So that's actually going to be the next step right here. Is I'm going to take my brush. I've chosen to use red, so I've got that right there. So I have a lot of water on my brush. And let's go ahead and just kind of pre-wet the picture. So I don't have anything, any color on my brush, literally just the water. So I'm going to just go ahead and pre-wet my brush and do some squiggles just up and down. I'm not going to go across the entire the two edges, okay? Pick two edges to avoid, two edges to go up to. So I'm sorry, two edges to connect. Two edges to connect, so I'm connecting these two. And then also two edges to avoid, so I'm avoiding these two. All we want to do is just squiggle some water across. You're not going to be able to see it really, just get the water on there. I'll go ahead and do that for my other page as well. This part with the watercolor, it's supposed to go pretty quickly because for one, it's just supposed to be um, you're not really supposed to think about it too much, and I know that's hard to do. It is hard to do. I don't want you to think about it too much, and we have to give it time to dry. So we want to get it down, get it done. So I'm connecting the two upper pictures with water, or upper edges with water, avoiding the two sides. And again, I can't really see it very well. I don't really need to see it very well. Once you're ready, now we can grab more water and grab our paint. So the trick is to have a lot of water on your brush, okay? I think that's also what makes watercolors a little bit more difficult to learn. So get your color of choice. Again, for me, it's red. If you love blue, then grab your blue. Start on the one edge that one of the edges that you're connecting, and start to squish your paintbrush up and down, up and down. It's almost like you're scribbling, but you're just going to connect the two here. You're just going to scribble. If you need to refill your brush, that's all right. It's really nice when these edges on the side are not the same size. I mean, that's just my opinion though. So if you want them the same size, that's okay. It's very scribbly. It's very not thought about. You can go back and add a little extra paint, but I wouldn't do too much if you can avoid it. And if you
Mine's taking
miss,
on
hmm,
mine's taking on a leopardy spotted type of thing. I love it.
that's kind of cool.
Very different.
Yeah, I wonder how you're doing that. That's cool.
I just put the water on and let the paint do its thing.
Huh, cool. Now I've pre-wet this one, so let's go ahead and I'll do that one. Okay. Now I have decided mid-painting that I'm going to use fuchsia. I want fuchsia. So again, I'll do the same thing. Start on the one end that I'm connecting and scribble up and down. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Now, if you happen to pick up your brush a little bit, that's all right too. But I am trying to keep my brush from lifting up. Sometimes it's just hard not to because you're in the moment. And that's it for the first step. Like that's literally it. So now we just wait for it to dry and use whichever one dries first.
Did you go for a dark color or intentionally? Because it looks, lighter than.
I went for magenta.
But I mean, I guess I'm talking about the intensity of the color, like the
Oh, the
dark,
intensity. Oh, I
dark.
didn't. Yeah, I just happened to grab a whole lot of the pigment. It wasn't really intentional. I think it's because I pre-wet the paints before I did anything. More of the water was able to soak through, and so because of that, I was able to pick it up really easily. So that's one really big reason I like to put the water on the paint beforehand. Now I'm gonna grab maybe just something to fan it a little bit, and then we can just hang out here for a minute. Has anyone done anything creative or fun and exciting in the last week? Always like to ask that question. So if anybody's done anything, I would love to see any kind of artwork. I think I said in the last week, but it's been a month since I've seen you guys. Maybe in the last month.
I went I went to Mexico. I went to Cancun and they did a paint your wine bottle
Ooh,
exercise.
fun.
I have to run to my office to get it because that's where I have it, but I'll be back and I'll show you guys sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. That's cool. Man, that reminds me though. I did book a trip to Mexico for the Day of the Dead celebrations. So
Where are you gonna go?
Mexico City, when is it? October 28th into November. A couple days.
That
Oh,
sounds
a
like
few
so much
days.
fun.
Yeah, doesn't it? I'm super excited.
Have you been to Mexico City?
No, mm-mm.
Me
No,
neither. I want to go.
I've only ever been to the border towns. Like that's literally it. Oh, Rachel's back.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see your wine bottle. That's pretty.
Beautiful.
Wait, so you did that in Mexico and then you traveled back with it?
Yeah, I put it in
That's so
my
cool.
my uh the one that you load on the plane, not carry on, but I just
Yes.
packed it around my clothes and my tech
Oh,
bag. So I did that, but I
that's
liked
so
it. It was
cute.
cute.
It's really cute. I feel like my colors match your
Yeah.
your bottle. That's amazing. I love it. So was that like a something that you intended on doing? Like you're like, I'm gonna go to Mexico and we're gonna do some art there.
So the resort that we stayed at emailed and said that they had the event.
Oh,
And if I wanted to,
nice.
the seats were limited to email them back. So I just emailed them about a
Oh,
week before we
nice.
left. And so we were lucky enough to get some seats there.
That's so cool. I love
Yeah.
that.
I was like, my therapist's going to be so excited because I did art therapy.
Nice.
It's
That's so cool.
beautiful.
I know it's
Thank you.
beautiful. The bird is gorgeous. Does anyone else have anything they want to share?
I did some cut flowers. I've grown some flowers in the backyard, and I've just been making little arrangements for the
Oh,
dining table. So that's as artsy as I've gotten.
that sounds so lovely though, like so relaxing. Go out there and grab your
And
what
just
is it? Your flowers.
cut some flowers. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that's just fun.
I love that. I want a garden. I recently bought some succulents, but I'm trying. I'm not typically I really try to keep my plants and my flowers alive. And I've been doing pretty good for the last like good while actually, 6 months. I think I've been doing pretty good.
I don't have any plants indoors anymore. They're all
Mm,
I've got a couple gardens, little,
couple garden. Oh,
yeah.
I love that. Well, that sounds fun.
I don't even have that anymore, but I have an Asian pear tree that's been
Mm.
dropping like flies, so I keep giving them away, and that's nice. I'm glad I had the thought before I could lose my function to actually garden.
Ah.
It's nice that, nature is just like, okay, we'll give you what you want.
Are they like a dark red little fruit?
No,
No. See, I
they're
have one too, but mine are dark.
no,
Hmm.
mine are really like lumpy. Mine are like really lumpy and stained. They look like apples. I don't really like apples, and there's only one kind of pear I like, but these together are really nice. And
Huh.
Hmm.
they keep dropping, and I went to the pool, even though I can't swim anymore, and I put some on a bag on his car, and so he was like way across the pool. I'm like, I put some Asian pears on your car, and then it was like the people's mic, and said Asian pears on your car. And then he said, "What'd you say, Asian pirates?"
Pirates. That's funny. Who else? Who else? Who else also has a garden?
And then I said, and like he's kind of lumpy himself. He's kind of big, older, lumpy guy. I said, they're lumpy and not very attractive, but they could be very juicy because I like lumpy. So that's creative, right? Just talking about them.
That's really cute, actually. You said you're at the pool.
Yeah. And that was a
Nice.
win-win. This friend of mine, he's a gay man because when we did the parakeet, it said parakeet gaze, Gaze. We call that project.
Aw,
I said, but for
yeah.
you, it could be parakeet gaze, Gay.
Aw.
I love that cascading effect of, doing art and bringing in language and
Yeah, I feel like they often go hand in hand. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but when I was in art school, we actually had to do quite a lot of essays because we had to know how to talk about our art. And so that's where the essays came into play. I mean, it's nothing creative. Well, I guess, well, no, it is
oh, it
creative
is.
because you have to think about the art itself, but not poetic is what I meant.
Yeah, but I always send you little things about my
You
process.
do, you do.
And I would forget otherwise. And then I was like, you don't have to answer me. It's just I have it documented what my process was so I can
Yeah.
remember.
Now, how are y'all's pictures coming along? Do we need another 5 minutes?
We can move ahead.
We can move ahead? Okay, cool. Okay, I got a thumbs up from Sharon too. Cool. Okay, thumbs up. Okay. All right, let's do it. Love it. So let's go ahead and choose our writing utensils of choice. I have a few that I feel like I can choose. I mentioned acrylic markers earlier. I should have mentioned regular markers, depending on what it is, depending on the color. Sometimes markers they'll come in like dual tips, so you can have like a really fine tip, as well as like a brush tip as well sometimes. Um, what else? I'll just go ahead and bring out my acrylic paint pens. So what colors should I use? I feel like this one's a little bit more dry than this one. This one just has a spot. If yours is like this, where you might have just a spot or two that's not dry, you can always start on a spot that is dry. So for me, if I did this one, I could probably start around here. So let me pick some colors out. I have this one. This one's a nice maroon color. Now, your colors are completely up to you, okay? I could maybe see how a pink fares up. Or blue. Blue and fuchsia might be kind of nice. And then, of course, I already have this gel pen, so why not mix and match? Can you guys hear my cat, Callie? She's really loud right now. Callie! I could also bring in a regular pen. Just a regular pen. Why not? Black ink, if I remember correctly. Yep. Black ink. I think I'm set, and I probably won't use all of these, but at least they're options. They're there. So let's go back to that little cheat sheet that I made. Okay, so there's all of these things. Now, once you choose your picture of choice, your watercolor of choice, you can actually move it around in any direction that you're comfortable with, okay? And I do encourage you guys to do that because you might see different shapes. You might get comfortable with certain shapes in certain areas. And I say that because anytime I draw something, I like to be comfortable. I just feel like it makes so much sense to be comfortable. I feel like my hand moves better in different directions. So sometimes it's better for me to move downward and have some downward brush strokes like that. Sometimes it's better for me to have upward brush strokes. It just kind of depends on how my hand is feeling at the time. So be comfortable. Now, as far as what to do first, take a look at your picture, okay? For me personally, it's a lot easier to start off with squiggles. And I'm going to show you what do these squiggles look like in the actual pictures. Well, in the original, squiggles, I'd count these as squiggles. See all of these? So I started off with one line, just very squiggly. And then I thought, okay, I think I can make this line thicker. So why don't I just kind of scribble inside the squiggle and just kind of make it thicker, make it seem like there's more. So that's an easy way to start, I think. Literal scribbles. Or if you want to, you can start off with some spirals. You can start off with the long spirals like these, or the really short ones like that. You can even start off with just an outline. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what I did with this one. So started with an outline, and then I thought, okay, I think it makes sense to cut across here. So I'm just going to cut across and turn this line into a squiggle. So these different elements can turn into something else. You can have a squiggle turns into a spiral. You can have a bunch of dots on top of something else, on top of another element. The point is, though, know what you have available to you. Spirals, circles, dots, squiggles, lines, and scallops. I will teach you guys in a little bit, okay, once you get a little more comfortable. Now, what to do? Where to start? I mentioned earlier that if you wanted to start out with an outline, go for it. So I can see this is a pretty, what's the word? Crispy line right here. So I kind of like that. So why not just take my line and oops, I accidentally went past the line. Oh well, I guess I can just move in and that's okay if you go outside of the lines. I see here that there's this very subtle hint of a change in color. It's so subtle in mine. And I want you guys to see if you can notice those things. See if you can notice these subtle changes in texture or thickness of the color. This is a very thin application of color. This is a very thick application of color. So that means that it's just super red, very red. So that might be a good candidate, in my opinion, for another line and maybe another line and maybe another line. And you know what? I see a change right here. So why don't I just kind of break that up? Why not? There is no wrong way or right way to do these things.
Did you say to do the outline in a similar color?
Any color you want. I'm just using the red one because I feel like the red and black kind of make sense together. Although if I had my thin Sharpie, I might want to use my Sharpie. I don't have it.
None of my pens are working with the paint, so I'm just gonna have to use like a regular black pen
Oh, okay, yeah.
because
And
nothing's showing up, you know?
oh, okay, and that's totally fine too. So I want to take a look at these changes in color. I see here that it's pretty dense. It's very red, not so red right here. So I'm gonna just make the plunge, and you see where the color changes here? I just kind of whoop. I love spirals. Let's just do a spiral. Why not? I'm trying to be mindful of all of these little details inside my painting. So maybe that turned into a spiral. Maybe I can make it thicker, go over it again just to make it darker. And you know what? I can see here. Let's see. Maybe this is a good candidate for another scribble or a squiggle. And then you know what? That almost looks like a mountain. So I just add some more of these lines. It is totally okay to just cut across when you don't know where to go. I feel like this is looking like a good place for a spiral. So as you can see, this squiggle became this line, became this spiral. Didn't know what else to do, so you know what? I just went back to my original outline, and why not add a squiggle in that same spot? That squiggle became a spiral. And I'm playing off of things that are already there. And I think that that's the idea with this kind of project. Play off of what's already there, play off of what you just put down. I just made that spiral. I can make more spirals now. So now that there's this spiral, I have something to work with. And now that there's that second spiral, I have more to work with. I can add another. I can add another. Playing off of what you previously added. And let's see, why don't I make some more squiggles down here. Maybe that squiggle can turn into a spiral up at the edge over there. Now, squiggles and spirals, those are some of my favorite things to do. So you're going to see me doing a lot of those. You're going to see me reverting to those types of things pretty often. So don't feel like you have to do what I'm doing, okay? So I'm thinking the way we can do this is I will continue to do my project. I'll verbalize what I'm doing just the same way that you guys heard, okay? I'll verbalize what I'm doing. I'll verbalize why I'm doing it. But at the same time, you guys are listening to me, but I want you guys to focus on your picture, being in the moment. Almost think of it as a meditation, and you're there with your picture. Your picture wants to come to life, and it's got its own unique characteristics and its own unique textures and patterns that you can see if you pay attention and if you spend some time with it. Okay, don't forget you have the spirals, you have the circles, you have dots and squiggles, you have lines, and later on I'll show you how to do the scallops. That one's an actual proper pattern, which is really fun. Like it's easy once you see how I do it. Do y'all have questions? If you happen to get bored with a certain color, you're welcome to switch it up to a different color.
I wish I could do a different color. This would come out
Yeah.
so pretty if I had a pen. I'm gonna get some good gel pens.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll stick with a pen just so we can both see what we can do with it.
So
There
do,
are
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that there are ways to make your lines look like they're thicker. So this that I mentioned earlier. So I started off with just one line, one squiggle line. And then I thought, you know what? I want to make this area thicker. So I want to go over it and make it thicker by adding more lines, one on top of the other, and making it look like there's multiple lines in some spots, and in other spots it looks like a thicker line. That's just because I layered these individual lines on top of it. What were you saying, Vera?
I was wondering that, so do you typically like do one color and then go back and add a color, or do you often like switch back and forth? I'm just trying to figure out.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? Because
mhm.
I'm with I have an orange paint and then I'm using like a silvery color to go with it.
Ooh.
But I'm trying to figure out another color that I might want to use. But I was trying to figure out if I should just do all gray and then go back and do the accent colors.
That's actually how I did it. I did it one color at a time.
Okay.
And honestly, with all of these, now that I think about it, with this one, I'd started off with the gold, and then I thought, okay, this is nice, but I feel like it needs a little something extra, something more. So that's when I added that purple on top of it. So yes, one color at a time. That's just how I rationalize it. So hopefully that helps.
It does. Thank you.
Now let's see. I keep looking at this and feeling like it needs a line, but then like a curly cue that comes off of it. I like to make little, I don't know, little surprises like that. I don't like to stay within one area. I mean, hence why I made these squiggles first, and then I added dots in between. So let's do something like that. Maybe here I can add this squiggle, but then maybe some dots. Dots are a really great way to add weight to your picture. It sort of looks like it's a darker area without it actually being a darker area. See that? Literal dots. And already it looks like there's more weight to it. It looks like it's thicker. I have a similar area over here. where I had enclosed this area. So I could do the same thing and maybe add some dots in here. I don't know. That's personally, I love that look. I love the way this looks. But you could do the same thing with, I don't know, maybe circles. I want to add actual circles inside. Now it looks a little bit more alien.
Alien. Did she say alien?
I said alien. That's right, I did. Can't help myself there. See, I like these. You know what? Why not make them darker? No matter what I do, I'm always playing off of the previous thing. I'm always playing off of what's already there. That way I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time I put the pen down on the paper. I don't have to think of a completely new pattern or design every single time. I can just go back to the basics, back to the same things. Play off of what's there. So let's say I don't really know what to do in this area. So I can see from this previous piece where I crisscrossed across. I think I want to do that. I like that. So let's see. I crisscrossed so I can see this lump right here. I can see this lump right here. It's vague, but it's still a lump. So why don't I follow this curve? This is already curved. And let's just follow it. And it just is really nice and satisfying that it fits
You know, I
nicely
love
on that side.
I love these projects
Yay!
because you meditative, like you said, so calming, and you just do your own thing, and
Yeah. You're not having to think of brand new designs every time.
you just go into the zone.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah, of course. Honestly, I think I was just in the zone when I made this. And then I thought, you know what? If I like this so much, I bet you other people will too.
This would be so good if I had something that, with color. I have a gold pen, but I can't get the gold to come out of it. Just, I guess it's dry. I don't know.
The gold. It might
Yeah,
just
I
need
have it like
like,
gold Sharpie, and it's not coming out,
oh, and it's a
It-
Sharpie? That's surprising.
It's one of those ones that you have to push the tip.
Oh, those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you tried shaking it too?
yeah, and I even tried wetting the tip because with the paint, like there's acrylic paint, if you wet the tip, it helps to encourage it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now I've got a good design going here. I don't know what to do in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do in the middle with this one, so I just did scribbles. Or not scribbles, squiggles. But if you guys are ready, I can teach you the scallops.
Oh, maybe I'll do some. I wonder if that's too much. Can I show you and you tell me if it's too much to put the scallops in the middle?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let me just take off that little avatar person and
You took off the background, but not the person.
oh,
I like your little avatar. It's cute.
Yeah,
I like that little person.
there you go.
So see,
Ooh, you did a big one. Oh, wow.
come
Holy moly, Marcy, you did that so fast.
if you could put color to it, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I've got a flower in the middle. You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
But and you see the leopard type of paint that way.
I was so curious about that.
So what
That's really
should I
pretty.
do a scallop in those, like between the flower here and there?
Yeah,
Should I do the scallop, you think?
it might be really nice to have a scallop that kind of curves because I see a lot of curvy areas. Now I don't know which way it could curve, but
Would
whenever
it
we
be would it
do,
if you
Mhm,
look at the design,
mhm.
Would it be too much with the scallop?
Too much in general? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh, no,
It'll be
not
all
at
right.
all.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do scallops in between there. Thank you.
Yeah, add the scallops. I love that. I love that. Like you it almost looks like there are other flowers without them actually being flowers because they look like petal shapes.
But don't forget, we've done this before in the other class.
Yeah, in the MS
So
class.
that's why. I got an idea here too. I just got another idea.
Okay, so I want to show y'all how to do the scallops. So this is probably a more clear way to see it. So I know that you guys see circles here. However, I actually started off by creating like a bar, like two lines that kind of look like a bar, I guess. Here's what I mean. If you want to just cut across one area, you can certainly do that. So maybe I'll do one here. Maybe one that like cuts across like that. So two lines together. Now I'm creating little sections. So, I'm sorry, big sections. So this is just the middle section that separates. So maybe here, I'll do another one. Whoops. Here's another bar. My pattern, my scallops will go in between the two. My pattern will go in between. So maybe here's another one. Oops, I wasn't able to keep straight lines there. So, oops. Didn't mean to create all of those lines in the middle. That's okay. I'm just letting you guys know. So in these spaces, I'm going to create my scallops. So this is my left side. Let's just start in the middle right here. So I'm going to start from one side. So the left side, I just tend to choose the left side. And then once I reach a certain point, once it looks like there's a tiny space right here, I can start on the left side and create these little scallop lines until I reach the other side. So we're making these scalloped lines from one side to the opposite side. So let's say I start here. I'm going to call this my corner. So this is my corner. I have a little scallop, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until I reach the other side. So there you go. I've reached the other bar. I've reached the other side. So now I can switch it up, and now the right side is my corner. The right side is my corner. So I'm going to make my scallop. It's going to keep getting bigger. Keep on going. I'm not on the other side yet. I'm not on the left side yet. But what do you know? There you go. I've reached the left side. And now I can consider this side my corner. Now the opposite. This is my corner. I can make my scallops jutting out from that corner until I reach the other side. Almost there. There we go. I've reached the right side. I've reached the other side, so now I have a new corner. Now I'm making my scallops, making my way to the other side. What do you know? I've reached the left side in no time. So now that I'm on the left side, this is now my corner. There's my corner, and I'm just going. And since this one is already at the end, I can just end it right there. And that is how you do a scallop. And if you need me to repeat that, I have a whole nother section right here. And I can even do it right here too. Even a third section. So I'll go ahead and repeat that. I always like to be consistent with the sides that I start on, just because it makes the pattern a little bit more interesting. So personally, I always like to start on the left side. So I'm going to start on the left side here. So I got this corner, my left corner, get my scallops, and all the way till I reach the right side. And there you go. I've reached the right side here. Now this is my corner. The right side's my corner. Starting my scallops. Yeah, that one was kind of a stretch, but I reached the opposite side. So now I'm on the left side again. Now I'm going to make more scallops and more. And I've reached the right side. So now I can make this right corner my starting point. Now I'm going to keep on scalloping. There we go. I'll count that one as my opposite end. Now I'm going to start on that corner, the left corner, and there. There.
I consider this doodling. We are doodling.
Yeah, this is a doodle. Yeah. Yeah, I used to, like when I was in college, I would always make doodles in my pages. I just feel like it helps me to concentrate a little bit more. I'd always make like little not little, they're not little, tornado shapes. So I'd move around and around and around with my pencil or my pen like that.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, little tornadoes. Okay. Now I have a little bit of space for one more, so let's go and do it. And again, just to keep consistency, I'll start on the left side. So there's my little scallop starting in the corner. Moving on out. Oh, I think technically I've reached the right side. It's hard to tell. There we go. I didn't make a line ahead of time there. And there we go. In this one, in the blue one, the original picture, um, I just I just felt like these bars here, these tiny spaces, it just kind of felt like they needed circles in the moment. So that's the only reason I added those circles. So let me just add some more. Add some circles in my new one. I haven't thought about this in a long time, but this this kind of project that we're doing right now, I used to do something like this whenever I was first diagnosed with MS, and I was trying to figure out how to make art again and what to do. I never did anything as complicated as these over here, but this idea of just scribbling and doing very simple things on top of very simple brush strokes. I got myself started with art again because of this kind of technique. So, a little fun fact, I guess.
I can't get myself back into doing another picture.
No?
No, I try, but
Hmm.
I like this. I could sit here and use my imagination and create.
Yeah, what if you, yeah,
But
what
you
if you
know,
just do
regular
more of these?
before I used to do like paintings,
Yeah. So you haven't created outside of art class in a while?
Right, and it's just art class, and I enjoy this class so much.
Maybe. Maybe you can do more of these, especially if you can create just a bunch of these little watercolors ahead of time and just kind of leave them there for whenever you're ready.
Tell you what,
Don't
this
you
I'm gonna
find sometimes when you stay away from something and when you come back, you're like, got it.
Yes, actually.
kind of like riding a bike, Carol,
Yeah.
But
Karen.
not even beyond that, like, I even do better. Like you had a break from and all that information is still in the bank.
Uh-huh. Yeah, in fact, my Day of the Dead pets, I often will work on them and then I'll get to a point where I don't really know where to go with them. I don't know what kind of patterns to put in them. I'll leave them alone for sometimes years, in some cases, like literally 2 years. Leave them alone and then come back to it. And it's way better than it would have been if I had just kept on working on it. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So the one you showed us on the painting you showed us on Monday, had you left that alone and then came back to it eventually?
Yeah, actually, I did. That one was one of the
Huh.
ones that took about 2 years for me to finish.
That's so interesting.
And I knew that there was something else I could do to it. And I knew it had the potential to be a good painting. And then I waited and it ended up selling on the weekend. So
That's
excited.
so awesome. I always I like to learn how like people's creative processes, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Like how do people rationalize these things?
Yes, yes. Like whenever I was taking art history, that was the most, probably one of the most intriguing things for me was learning about their process. And like you said, sometimes you, it takes you years like to come back to it and then it comes out. I just
Yeah.
find that very fascinating.
Yeah, I just feel like there's some things you just can't rush. And I feel like I'm one to say that because I do scribble a lot and I do get impatient. But I feel like for me, my brain just works. Just that's just how it works, you know. Like I'll have to get out whatever's on my mind, get it onto the paper or the canvas, and then I won't know where to go with it, and I'll just have to ruminate and sit on it for a long time. How's everyone doing? You guys okay?
Turning out to be a masterpiece.
Oh, so excited, Marcy.
Is it wrong to say that?
No, not at all. Can't wait to see everyone's artworks later. Let's
So you
see.
said you're going to Mexico City for how long?
Mm-hmm.
For how long?
From the 28th to the 3rd, I think. So 5 days.
Oh, okay. You gotta go to the art museums?
Yeah, in fact, we're staying around some of the bigger museums, like the Frida Kahlo Museum, the Museum of Anthropology, I think.
That's
There's a
amazing.
there's a
Where's that?
huge park nearby that's supposed to be a really pretty park.
Chapultepec Park. Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called.
that's
I
what it's
definitely
called.
want to
That's
see
what it's
some.
called.
I definitely want to see some pyramids, though. Has anyone here been to Mexico City
Ish.
or ish?
I've been there and I got burned like to the point of blistering sunburn on my chest when I went to the pyramids. So
Ooh,
make sure that you wear
ooh.
sunscreen because I did not anticipate it being so intense there. But there's be careful.
Wow.
I loved
Okay.
Mexico City. It was my first trip to Mexico.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, for sure. That is, yeah, I feel like that makes sense too. Get your
I mean, like do
sunscreen
a day
on.
trip to the pyramids or the pyramids
Uh-huh.
in Mexico City? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to yeah, I've been there twice. And it's funny, the both times I went back to the same places. I went to the Diego Rivera Museum and
Mm.
the Museum of Anthropology, but the first time I was there for like a month.
Oh,
I went to Oaxaca for Day of the Dead. That's amazing.
yeah, I do hear that Oaxaca is a really good place to go.
It's amazing. Well, you go back another time.
That's where
Yeah.
my grandfather is from, is Oaxaca.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's cool. I would love to go. I didn't know that there were big Day of the Dead um
Oh,
festivities there.
yeah. Yeah. They
I'm
have
excited about your trip though.
Yeah, I am. I'm really excited. Just
there's
have
so much to
to.
do in Mexico City. It's like you don't really have to go,
I've
especially Mexico. Like the last time I went,
so much to eat.
I felt like, oh, I'm gonna go to Oaxaca and then I'm gonna down the beach and then I want to go to Veracruz and then I want to do this. And I'm like, it's Mexico. You don't go there like to rush, like está tranquilo, just like hang out, just relax, just do things like locally, like close by.
Yeah, like I do plan on eating a ton of food. So there is that. I am so excited for the food.
So what I went to though, like with the altitude, because when I flew into Mexico, it's the first time I went on a bus from San Francisco. That's amazing. But flying in, it was just kind of killed me. Flying in, I mean, my lungs,
Really?
I couldn't take it. I was just off. Yeah. Is that a problem, like from where you live? I don't know.
Um, well, I do get altitude sickness pretty easily,
Well,
so
yeah.
hmm.
I
Huh. I'm
couldn't, I
glad
could,
you
I
mentioned
used to
that.
like to walk a lot and then I couldn't. I
Oh,
had to take like a bicycle taxi to go like 2 blocks. I just couldn't do it.
really?
But
Oh,
I don't know what the difference is from where you are than where I am.
we're pretty flat. So, yeah, like we're pretty close to sea level. Not as close as Houston, but pretty close. So there's not much of a an altitude here. Callie, what are you doing?
Well, I'm sure people where you live have experience with that.
Yeah, yeah, I for sure need to like look that up. Callie says hi.
Hannah, you want to see my creation?
Yeah.
And I'll start on another one. Wait, let me see. Can you see it?
I'm looking for you. I just had to put Callie up there. Oh, there you are, Marcy. Now I see you. There it is. Oh, you filled that fast. Oh my God.
So much for someone with low inspiration.
Holy moly's.
Is it
That is so pretty. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, it is.
is it doodles?
I
Doodles,
know. Yeah,
doodle, doodle.
I love all the circles. I feel like you have so much patience for all those circles,
Those are
right?
little pebbles.
Yeah, yeah,
In my
little
mind, I was making pebbles.
so cool.
Yeah, I'll
I
That
start.
was
love
beautiful.
I know. I love how that's what you were imagining. You were imagining the pebbles. Callie, say
Doodle,
hi.
imagining each step, you know?
Yeah, I love that. Sometimes, I guess depending on how I'm feeling or what I'm doing, sometimes I'll imagine little scenarios in my head. Um, I remember this one project that I was doing in the beginning when I was first diagnosed with MS. This kind of project where I put the pen on top of watercolor. I remember thinking about boulders. Um, and so I was drawing circles and I was drawing squiggles, and the boulders just kind of had personality. in them. And that's just, I don't know, I guess it's just where my mind was at the time. But I had this whole like scenario in my head and this whole backstory with the boulders and what was going on in the scene. And I don't know where it came from, but it was just very, what's the word? I guess meditative is the right word. Maybe I just needed to meditate. Callie, you put the baby down. Oh, she's heavy. My poor Jax. He lost like a whole pound from 1 week to the next.
That's a
What,
lot.
what happened?
Yeah, he just started throwing up with blood in his throw up. So of course we took him to the urgent care vet, and all in all, it's been about a week and a half, and we still don't have answers. Like, we've had blood work done on him. He's had X-rays because of course they thought that there was an obstruction, but they didn't see anything.
Maybe
So,
he ate something that irritated his throat.
the vet was telling me that apparently if you change over their food from one brand to the next too quickly, it can cause irritation like that. So, and what do you know, the previous day, literally the previous day, um, I had switched them over to a different food, but I didn't do it gently and slowly like I should have. So I have to wonder if that's what it was.
Well, how's he now?
He's still not eating. It's been a long time. His last full meal was last Sunday. And of course it's Thursday now. So I've been hand feeding him, and I've been syringing water because into his mouth because he just refuses to eat.
Oh,
So I've had to like take some food, like some just really easy like pate food, and literally take it and on my finger and like shove it like in his mouth, behind his cheeks. But it is helping him though. He just doesn't know it. He has a vet, like a regular vet visit tomorrow. So if you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna see I'm gonna have a raffle because I gotta pay for my baby's vet bills.
I need to find you on Instagram.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat. I feel like I need another, like, maybe like a small scallop area somewhere over here. And Marcy, once you get markers, you can go back to any one of these pictures and you can add some more on top of it. Add a different color if you want.
yeah, I was thinking I'm gonna get some, like you have those gel pens.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, get the
I
gel
have gel
pens.
pens, but they're so thin. They're so thin. They're like, they'll cut the paper thin, instead of
Ooh,
color. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I've seen those.
And I got them at the everything for 5, so it's no big waste, and go back
Oh,
and,
okay, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it wasn't really expensive.
Right. So I just went and got some Sharpie markers. I'm gonna do another one with the Sharpies.
Yeah, those will work really well. Now, does anyone want to share their work? I couldn't help it. I had to add the sparkly gel pen. Can't really see
I
it.
just realized I lied to you. I didn't go for Day of the Dead. I went for Christmas. Day of the Dead, I went to the Oakland Museum. They have like amazing. They
Oh,
they always have
okay.
amazing Day of the Dead. And
Um,
Saturday they're having the first ever lowrider parade in the Mission District.
oh, no way.
People are coming from everywhere. This is the first the first ever.
That's amazing.
That's gonna be awesome.
I
Are
It's
you
gonna be
know.
on, it's gonna be on TV.
No
Actually, it's gonna be
way.
on TV. So I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like everywhere broadcast TV or just like local
Yeah,
stations.
local, huh?
That's gonna be amazing because they said cars are coming from everywhere.
That's cool. You're gonna see a lot of really good artwork.
Do y'all
I
have
see.
y'all ever have an like art car parades? Like we have an art car parade here in Houston, and the people decorate their cars. Even some high schools will
Aw,
decorate. So they'll decorate cars, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing.
I don't think San Antonio has something like that.
I'll have to look it up and see. It's usually in the spring when they have it, but that's
Oh,
always a fun parade to go to. We've
man.
we've taken the kids. I used to go all the time, and I had friends that were U of H art students. They were on the art block, and it was so much fun to see some of their stuff come out too.
I'm ready to
Now,
show mine.
yeah.
But before I do that, I want to ask anybody if they've been to Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, Mexico, as I was, as well as the Zozo Bra.
Yeah, okay. I don't know the second one that you mentioned, but Meow Wolf, that's my favorite place in the whole wide universe.
Hell yeah.
I love Meow Wolf. So was that
Which
your
one
first
did you
time
go
going
to?
there?
Which one
I've
did you
been
go to?
I've been to Santa Fe and I've been to Grapevine.
Oh
And
my God.
they're
We
so,
went, Hippie Chick and I spent 3.5 hours in Santa Fe.
oh my God. Okay, I spent 6 there. I spent six
Easily.
hours. Isn't
70
it
rooms.
isn't it amazing though? It's just mind-blowing what people have done
It's
with
What
the
psychedelic immersive, and you don't have to do shrooms.
no,
Awesome.
no. Totally family friendly. Okay, so for those who don't know what Meow Wolf is, it's an immersive experience that's more than just an immersive experience. There's an entire story that goes along with it that you can follow along if you want to. So you can get super detailed and follow all the clues that they give you because there's like a mystery that you can solve over there. Or you can just go there for the art and hang around, and it's just art and insanity. It's just the
Yeah.
coolest thing ever. I'm so happy you guys went there.
Yeah, and the Zozo Bra, it's the 101st year. They burn a 50-foot effigy. It's the dude of gloom, and you're supposed to burn your anxieties and fears away. And it's
What is that?
like a mini
How
Burning Man in Santa Fe, but it's also family friendly.
interesting. How do you spell that? Zozova?
Zozobra.
Zobra.
Happens every Labor Day weekend.
Interesting. Zoz. That's so cool. And it's
I
okay, so
do.
it's in Santa Fe then?
It's in Santa Fe. They have a lot of
Oh,
music acts before they burn the effigy. It's a really freaky looking dude. He starts growling like a monster, which I enjoyed. They
I
have
love
uh,
that.
they have all kinds of bands and indigenous dances and it's very Santa Fe civic pride. A lot of that and a lot it's people of all ages.
I have to visit that. Okay, it's every Labor Day, so for sure I'm gonna like write that down. Okay, okay, hold on. Let me remove myself so we can see you. There it is. Oh, there we go. You added like a magenta, it looks like, and a red on top of it.
You never can get
Some
the photo right.
Can you
some
spot
of
it?
That's one.
there
And
we
then
go. Oh, you did extra. Oh man.
I don't know, that's not showing up too well. But anyways,
That's okay. It's jam packed though. I
What
love what I could
can you hang
see.
that red one up again? Because sometimes it's blurry when there's like just this one spot that
Yeah. I love the scallops.
Very nice.
I
Some
think
some elements kind of look like fish to me.
yes. Well, I'm gonna go because guess
Yeah.
where I'm going?
Are you going to a rave? You're going to a rave, aren't you?
I'm going to a party.
Yeah, because it's your birthday. You got to celebrate you.
I've been to five so far. I'm on my sixth tonight. So
Nice.
love you guys all. Thank you for the
Oh, thank you.
inspiration.
Thanks
And
for being here.
last but not least, Party Monster has your back. You know why?
Yeah. Why?
Because you have mine. No,
Yeah. Have a good
Have
night. Happy
fun.
birthday.
thank you.
Bye.
Oh, I love it. That's so cool.
Hey,
Went to-
by the way, there's a Meow Wolf in Denver that we've been to.
How is that? I've heard of it. It's definitely on my bucket list for sure.
It is a
I
crazy place. Yep.
Oh, I love that. There's one in Vegas too. There's one in Vegas. They just opened up one in Houston, I think. Yeah, I'm a
Yes,
huge fan.
they have, and I haven't been. I'll need to go.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta seek a fee if you go. Ah, Marianne, that is so like those brush strokes that you created.
It goes
I
this way.
really
Oh, I don't know which way.
I kind of liked it the first way, like the opposite end. The other like long ways, but the other, yep, like that.
That way.
I kind of like that way. But I really love that you did you were in tune with the brush strokes that you created with the watercolors. I can see that.
Yeah, I got what you said. So
I
I
love that.
thought about that. I am going to work on it more tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got these pens, but I can't get them to work, so I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But
Yeah,
Same
you
that won't work. It's the same
yeah.
exact
yeah,
Those are the
board. Yep.
yours
are
too.
those the oil-based ones or are they water-based?
Yeah, oil-based.
Oil-based. Okay, I've used those before and you do have to like shake them a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a combination of shaking and like tapping the pen tip in and out, but
Okay.
mostly the shaking. Yeah.
Okay. All right, good.
I'm glad you showed me.
I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah.
Again, I'll work on that tomorrow. And but
Send
thank
me a
you.
picture. Yeah,
I
send me a
I
picture if
will.
you get the colors on. It's because that's gonna be nice.
I certainly
I
will. And
love
this was
it.
I didn't the other color I used, but I didn't do anything with it. So,
You
but thank
should.
you. Well, I hope you all have a good
Beautiful.
night.
Thanks,
Bye.
Marianne.
Okay.
Good
Hey, Marianne, I
night.
love your shirt. It's
Oh,
cute.
thank you.
Oh, it is cute.
Thanks.
That's adorable.
Well,
Jane, I see you, Jane. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
We go. Look at those curly cues. Like there's some elements like on the bottom there. Reminds me of grapes. Like in a Greek garden. And so now that you're turning it, I'm
Yeah.
seeing corn in another section and a pomegranate in a
Over
different
here.
section.
Yeah, pomegranate. Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Or
pomegranate.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so lovely. And I see that you did go off of what was previously there because I can see like where the lines kind of turn into something else and
Yeah. Yep.
I see it.
This is my typical doodle, though. I mean, I mean, not as intricate, but this would, yeah, I can do the
Nice.
flowing.
Yeah,
I
just
like
kind of
going
get
off the page too, over here.
Yeah, like on the side there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice little element. Oh, lovely. I love it, Jane.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Gary, I see you, Gary. Gonna spotlight you. Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
I
Wow.
know. That is so cool. Hold on a second. Did you use acrylic paints?
Like that. That's so cool.
I know. Look at that. I don't know if you're speaking or not because your microphone's off, but if not, that's okay. I just wanted to let you know your microphone's off. But I'm loving the color combo too. And especially the way it looks whenever you cross the different sections from the blue to the white, with the same color. A really cool crossover. Very cool. Thanks so much. Oh, it's tape.
Ah.
It's tape. What? That's so cool. I love that. That's a good idea though. Like if you don't want to get messy or like if you don't have the watercolors too, that's a really good way to do it. Oh,
Very abstract. I love it.
yeah, it's very abstract. Yes. Love it.
How
Thanks
did
so
it get
much,
done?
Gary.
How did it get done? What am I missing here?
Tape. So she used taped on
Painter's
top of
tape.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
painter's tape. That's why it looks so thick. Because at
Texture.
first I thought it was acrylic paint, but no, it's tape. Painter's tape.
I love the imagination, don't you?
Yeah, what a good idea. Ooh, that makes me think that maybe you could use washi tape too, like the colorful ones with the patterns, and then combine that. Nice. Thank you, Gary. There you go, Sharon. Okay, I see you, Sharon, and then I'll get you, Sandra. Okay. Beautiful. Ooh, those colors. Wait, so you use like 2 or 3 different colors on one?
Yeah, this was 2 different watercolors. That
Nice.
was just one.
Yeah, look at those patterns though. And so did you use like a white paint or a silver paint, or not paint, marker on top of that, on the blue one?
Silver Sharpie
Silver, that's what I'm seeing.
and a black liner.
I'm loving the way it looks like on the right hand side, I think, where your hand is. I love the way that pattern looks as it goes across with the dots in between.
Oh, yeah.
There's something about that. And the colors of that green one are just so pretty.
I used liquid watercolor that I have.
Liquid watercolor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from the tubes.
Yeah.
Oh, those, yeah. I've never used those before. How was it?
Oh, I love it. It's
You
good.
love it? Nice. Yeah, it looks very pigmented.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun.
Gorgeous.
Thank
Thank you, Sharon.
Bye.
Lovely. Sandra, I see you. All right. Spotlighting you. Ooh, that is intricate. That looks like okay, so the flower that you made, it almost looks like a mandala. Like I don't know how to describe those things. Just because it's the circular. That's the only reason. Circular and intricate, but it's so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
This down here kind of reminds me of like a bear right here.
Wait, is it like
I
okay,
see
so
it.
like the paws? Like one paw's
Yes,
up
the
and the
paws
other
are down.
one's
Yeah, down here, a paw and another
I
paw.
see it. I see the bear, and it's almost as if the that flower is almost the shape is almost the head of the bear. I love
And
that.
the first thing was my heart up there. I'm like, oh, okay, there's a heart.
See, you extracted a heart from there.
Your
Lovely.
flower reminds me of a milagro. You know those little like gems or jewels that are like in the shape. I don't know. Exactly what it reminds me of.
What's it called?
They're called milagros. They're little
Milagros? Sure, I've seen
silver
them.
pieces of jewelry, and they're in
Okay.
like shapes like her flower and even her heart. All
Huh, I'm sure I've seen them. But I love that you have so many
With
dots, and I feel like the
white gel
there
pen.
you go. There you
I started
go.
on this one, but I just barely started. I'm going to try different things.
Oh, nice. Is that a dark green pencil that I'm seeing? Not
It's
pencil, marker.
actually it's a gold gel pen and a
Oh,
silver gel pen.
okay. That is so cool. But I love that it's a little bit more blocky too, and you're going off of your brush strokes again.
So I'll
Lovely.
work on that some more.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you, Sandra.
No, thank you, Hannah.
Oh, so cool. Okay, Rachel, I see you, and then Gary, we'll go back to you, okay? Let me get Rachel real quick. Ah. Ooh, you did bigger ones.
I did 3 because
Nice.
I'm very indecisive, so I don't know. I'll just show
It's okay. It's like with me.
A
Like with me and
butterfly
my artwork too. Yes, you know what? That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking a
or
butterfly
angel
too.
wing. Angel wing too.
I don't
Oh,
know why it's zooming in and out. I don't know anything about technology, but
Yeah, that's a Zoom thing. It's a setting.
oh, okay. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. And then this
But
was
your
another one.
oh man, your colors though are so nice. Look
This
at
one
that.
I did 3 different colored watercolors on. I did like
Okay.
purple, teal, and then blue.
Okay, it's
And
the
then
teal. I love the teal for that one.
and then this one, why is it zooming? I don't know what's going on.
It's trying to be helpful.
And then this one was my favorite. I think.
Wow.
Oh, I love that. Those almost, okay, at the very top, it almost looks like music notes. Almost.
I was just doing like S's, big S's, small S's, squigglies, and then they
Nice.
don't look like S's anymore. And then these were plus signs, and then
Oh,
yeah,
plus signs. That's a
yeah.
cute idea. But I love the spirals, like the way the spirals spill out onto the next section on the like below it.
This one,
That's pretty.
thank
Mm-hmm.
you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Rachel. So pretty. Gary, I see. Wait, you disappeared. Where'd you go? Okay, there you are. There we go, Gary. Oh, there's
Oh,
another.
wow.
Oh my God, that is so cool. There's something about it. The first word that popped into mind was ancient. I don't know why.
You know the first thing that popped into my mind?
Hmm.
Avocado.
Avocado. Wow.
I don't
I
know
can
why.
sort of see it.
Yeah, I
I
like
love
it.
like the what's it, the spirals at the top. I love the way the lines just kind of become other lines. It seems very intentional the way the lines are just situated and they go in between other sections. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know why ancient popped into my head though. I can see the avocados.
You see the avocados?
I do. I just see avocados and I see alligator scales in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that
I see
interesting?
the ancient, kind of like there's some like ancient tree like that, you mean?
Oh, I was thinking ancient building.
Oh.
Ancient, I don't know. I don't know.
It reminds me of
Well,
Christmas.
that's good because I'm ancient.
For some reason, it reminds me of Christmas. It looks very Christmas.
Oh, I can see the Christmas too. That's funny. I love it though. I'm still looking at like all the details too, because there's just a lot to look at. There's this one particular squiggle area on the bottom left side, and I love the way the scallops go across it. It gives it form. I think that's why I like it. Like it gives it form and it makes me feel like it has a shape to it. Aren't these so interesting to see what everybody comes up with? I
Cool.
love it. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you sharing. Did I miss anyone? Karen, how are you? How are you doing?
I had a problem with just even getting the watercolor, but
Mm.
it's funny. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. I can't stand up. Ah, I'm trying to show you my pants. Like who knew today? I have this. Am I gonna fall? Are you gonna watch me?
Oh yeah, don't fall, don't fall. Oh, I see that. Hold on, let me spotlight you.
Oh, nice.
Hey, did you do that on purpose?
No, I mean I'm just like I just went to the bathroom. I'm like, well, my oh my, look at that.
Oh my God.
Isn't that funny?
Okay, put your leg down.
I know it's down. It's already down here. Okay, here.
There we
Here. Oh,
go.
here, I can do that.
Oh, that's a really funny coincidence.
Pants are doodles.
Uh-huh, doodle pants. She's wearing her doodle pants to art class.
And it's funny, and yeah.
That's funny.
I love it.
At least I had
Oh, they're
something to
cute.
show, even if it wasn't what I did. And then I did go get some just for Vera to see my pears.
Oh yeah, your
Oh
pears.
yeah.
Oh,
Mine
wow.
are little
Apples.
bitty. Mine are like about the size of your thumb, but thicker. I think mine are actually jujubes.
Oh no, mine are
Oh,
giant. I have one that was giant. I was gonna bring it, but
Huh.
they have bruises on them where they fall down or like little bugs on
Yeah.
them. But there's just like I probably like just
Aw.
picked like 8 of them today and had my neighbor pick some other ones, but
Oh, those are sweet. I hope they taste
Wow.
good too.
I
they're
know.
juicy.
they look just like the pears that my grandma used to have whenever she was in her house. And it was so funny because she created an all-out war with the squirrels in the backyard because they would take one bite.
Oh,
They
Oh
would
yeah, I
take
think they're
one
like these
bite.
rats and raccoons that, that
It,
get them.
yeah, she we used to make fun of her. Lovingly, of course. We used to make fun of her because of her hatred for the squirrels. It's just pretty.
You gotta live with that, right?
It was hilarious. Vera, I thought I saw you lifting your artwork. Were you lifting it? Okay, cool. Let me
Yes,
spotlight
so
you.
let me unblur. I'm not finished, and I was gonna ask what I can't think of another color to add to it.
Sorry for the yawn. Oh, is that silver that you put on top of it?
It is. So I have these gel
Oh,
pens that are I just found
wow.
they're silver, bronze, and gold. And so
Ooh.
anyway, I have other
Oh
gel
my
pens.
God.
They weren't working very well, so that's why I got grabbed those. But
You
uh,
know what? You know what it's reminding me of? Like a Southwest like terracotta wall. And
oh
this
yeah.
terracotta wall, it has like cacti growing on the bottom, hence
Mhm.
that plant like flower that you have.
Oh,
But then
that's
I
the
also see
bottom.
vines. Yeah. But I see vines and then cracks in the wall. So
Oh yeah.
it's just so pretty. Such a really interesting color combination.
Thank you. You're so creative. I didn't think about it that way, but I see
I
it now.
just I go with like whatever pops into my head at first.
Oh, for sure.
But I wonder if you could put some sort of darker brown in there
Mm-hmm.
and or maybe like a green, like a dark green maybe.
Okay.
Like one of those could do really well. Just something a little bit more on the earthy side.
Yeah. I wanted
Yeah.
to do something more folly. I haven't started. I did
Mm.
this color and then I had a little strip left from last time, so I want to do
Oh yeah,
that kind of
nice.
like a bookmark and see how that goes.
Yeah. That would be pretty.
Thank you.
But that is really gorgeous. I'm loving the lines that move downward, like the
Hmm.
squiggles that move downward and
So
then the circles.
those over there.
Yeah, I love that section.
My hand's a little wobbly more than usual. I had PT today, and so I was like,
Ah.
well, this craft is perfect for it because all the little squiggly line works good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the squiggles.
It looks woody.
Mhm.
Oh,
It looks
yeah,
Oh
woody. I
yeah,
woody.
it
know.
does.
I really see when I do stuff in my hand, it's my left hand. It's my now
Hmm.
dominant hand. It has no
Mhm.
self-control. So instead of just not liking it, like the
Hmm.
squiggles that you have underneath, they just look wonderful.
Why, thank
Yes,
you.
yeah, the
The
squiggles that
squiggles
outline it.
on that one in your left hand, like right underneath that.
Oh, right here,
Draw,
right here.
yeah, just
Yeah,
that. It's like,
those.
come on.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's because I'm, can't control it, but this is a to me, like I said, this is like a perfect art or technique because
Good.
it can hide my, you know, my unsteadiness.
Yeah. Well, that's really good to know too, because I want to incorporate more projects like that.
Mhm. It's
Ones
a
that,
lot of fun. I love the doodles.
You know
yes.
what got
Okay,
me
good.
confused? I mean, first of all, I have like problems with the paint program. I don't know. Just I don't know why it does things that it shouldn't do. But I did what you said, like to do like that. And then I think I'd have to save it and turn it. And then my
Mm.
mind is now just confused, going, but now I want to be horizontal, and she told me to start vertical. Like, that's just me, like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brain does whatever.
At
I
least at least once you're able to save it, you can probably just rotate it, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I could
rotate the
do
actual
that, but
picture.
I was getting texture. I don't understand why. I didn't even get to the doodles. I was getting texture with my watercolor. Yeah, I was getting texture with my watercolor thing, and then I couldn't get it to do it anymore.
Huh.
That's just like and I couldn't figure out why. I mean, that's just So then I
Like,
started over, but it still didn't help. But like, and I didn't really like mushing. Like,
ooh,
I didn't like, I don't know if you could
that's
see on top there's
pretty.
texture.
Yeah, I see
I
that.
started smudging and I went, no, I like the texture.
Oh,
I don't want to smudge it. And believe it or not, it's teal, but you wouldn't know
ooh,
that.
that's
I
So
pretty.
love
then,
that.
I know that is really pretty. But I think it's really nice that you caught the smudging, but yet the smudging is still there because it just adds like something different, like a textural difference that just looks really nice when you compare it to the other crispier lines.
this is like I started with that. And
Mm.
then I went, no, I want to go back and start over again just with like the texture. And I could never recreate it. So I might just
Hmm.
get out of it's so weird because this is not the color. This like matches my outfit. But
Oh,
but it's really teal. But I might just
interesting.
get rid of the other one, turn this picture around and do the doodles on that one.
Hannah, can I show you the second project? A
Yeah,
quick doodle.
go for it. Go for it. Ooh, that was quick.
That's just a marker, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't put it
Oh
down.
my God.
I want to get a shot of it and
That's so
Is
pretty.
is it okay that I show my work?
Yeah, of course. Of
It's not
course.
right. I just want you to see it. I don't need,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I love seeing your work. So did you just do that in the few minutes
Yeah,
since?
I finished this one.
Wow.
I'm really disappointed with it because I don't have any color. I
Oh.
mean, it has a lot of style if you look at it closely.
Yeah, there's
It
so much
does. It's
detail.
amazing.
Can you see the middle flower?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
And he has a leaf and on the bottom and the little toes.
Yeah. I
That
think
It's
little
a
it's
lot
fan
of
at the bottom.
I think it's so pretty, Marcy.
I agree.
but
Just the
no
lit
hold it steady so I could take a little screenshot. And then when
man.
you admire my stuff, it's like, because I stole your idea.
Karen, yeah.
It's okay now, Karen?
Okay, I'm gonna do it again now. I think so.
Okay. And then this one was just a really quick
Oh my God. Look at
doodle.
all those dots though. I can never have the patience for so many dots.
I'm
Oh,
so impressed.
the dots there, all you have to do is go.
Yeah. You that is true. That's all you have to do, but there's something about it. I can't. I
Okay.
don't have the patience for it. That's why I always feel like it's what's the word? I
You know,
get jealous of people
you
who
started talking about the pyramids. Remember when you were talking
hmm
about pyramids?
yeah.
So I was thinking that middle flower, if you look at it closely, I was thinking of Mexican art. You see the middle flower there.
I definitely see that kind of design.
Yeah, I was thinking of, you were mentioning
Hmm.
that, so I was like, oh, let me do a Mexican kind of. No, it's
Yeah.
probably not, but it was just reminding me of it might be
It
looking like,
reminds you. Yeah.
you know.
Maria, did you want to share?
Who?
Maria,
Oh
you.
yeah, you're just doing a finishing touch.
Yeah, let's
I feel
see.
like I have
Let's
to do more to it, but
oh man, look at that. I wish I could just like make it much bigger. But I love that you have like all these little sections and you even have that top section that kind of like wobbles in and out. I love that detail.
Doesn't it
Did
remind me that one of it's Mayan art, like the ancient
oh,
art, it looks like to me.
oh, interesting. I can kind of see that like with the scallops on the bottom.
Yeah, it looks like a Mayan type art, the ancient
Mm.
The
looks.
top one reminds me of DNA, like the swirl it
Yep,
has.
yep,
Oh,
I can see
I thought it
that.
was looking like something familiar. It didn't dawn on me that's what it was.
Oh,
So
that's
it
so
was fun.
pretty.
I like doing this.
You know what? I think I'm also seeing a fish in there too.
Oh, the bottom? I was
I saw
thinking
Yeah,
about
fish
putting
right
a
away.
tail on it, but I
the
said, nah,
yes,
I'm
bottom.
gonna
it
ruin it.
Yeah,
does.
that's exactly it. That's the fish. I think it's just the nature of the pattern.
Yeah. I
Very
see a
cool.
car. I see a futuristic car.
I'm sorry I'm yawning so much, guys.
Hey,
I think we gotta be careful.
I put a link in the chat for the Milagros if you want to look at it.
Yes, yes. That's right. I meant to click on it. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna click on it and then I'll save it. Oh no, my face might freeze. Cool, thank you. That's what those are. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see that with was it Rachel's heart that you were talking about?
Her heart, it was
Yeah.
not Rachel, is it
Somebody's
Sandra?
heart.
Sandra?
Oh, maybe it was Sandra's. Yeah.
Her heart
So
and
pretty.
her flower.
Yes, yeah, I can see that though with the Milagros. Very cool. Now, does anybody else want to share? All right. Well, I'm trying to see if we trying to remember if we have any more AnCan announcements. We will have our next art class on October 16th. So it's always going to be the third Thursdays of the month. So October 16th. You guys let me know what you want to paint. Do you want to do something spooky again this year? I know last year we did it like a witchy painting where it was like an acrylic painting and there was a big moon in the sky and there was a witch and a bunch of like trees and magic everywhere. So it was very Halloween like. Let me know if you guys want to do something like that. Or if you want to do something a little bit more autumn related, maybe pumpkin related. I would love some ideas. We can definitely do another acrylic painting, or we can go literally anything else we can do.
What about a starry moon or a starry sky pumpkin patch?
Ooh, a star. Ooh, I feel like I've seen more artworks like that on Pinterest. Okay, so we have a starry sky pumpkin.
Think that's where I saw it also. It was on either Pinterest or Insta.
Well, Hannah, don't forget we got the whole month of October, so you could do different things with the pumpkin
Oh, yeah,
artist
it's still only September.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, so October, so starry sky. Any other ideas for the AnCan class? Okay. I'll ask you again in the email. So, for anybody watching the recording, email Hannah at ancan.org. Yeah, Hannah at ancan.org. If you want to get in contact with me, if you have any ideas, you want to join class and you want to be put on the mailing list for it, let me know. I'd be happy to add you. I guess as far as announcements, next. So for anybody in the prostate cancer community that we have here, we do have a wide variety of prostate cancer groups you can join, but our newest one is actually going to be opening up October. It's the second Tuesday in October. So that's going to be October 14th. It's a gay men's prostate cancer group. So you're more than welcome. If you're in that community, join us because everybody needs people who have experienced similar things in their health journey. Okay, so we have that group now open. I guess that's the only thing as far as veterans art class. The date is still up in the air. We've just been very, very busy. So we're thinking that we might have to maybe schedule something around November, especially since I will be gone in the first few days of November. So look up for that. That's it. So have a good night, guys.
Night, everyone.